Ahead anytime you're ready.
Thank you so much. Good afternoon, Chairman, and to the distinguished members of this panel. Thank you for the opportunity to testify here today. I am Corey Marshall with the Chamber of Progress, a tech trade association working hard in pursuit of a technological future for all Americans. And I just want to turn to the Bird family for a moment to say that my heart goes out to you. On February 9th, we will be celebrating the second birthday for my son, Corey II, my namesake. I couldn't imagine what you were going through as you had to, lay Braden to rest. And I just want to point out one thing that Mrs. Bird continued to denote during her testimony was that there should be a shared responsibility from the companies to protect our children. And as written, 962 would effectively require covered manufacturers to verify the identity of all users, which we believe is a tremendous encroachment on individual privacy. The sponsor also noted, quote, this piece of legislation limits data collection, end quote. That is probably a stretch of the truth. In fact, AB 962 would require the state of Wisconsin to estimate the age of all users, requiring more data collection, not less. I know that the members of this committee are fervent supporters of protecting children, as we are as well, but this bill just is not the vehicle to get us there. And it would absolve some companies from their shared responsibility, as was noted by the Bird family earlier today. We believe app developers are better positioned to implement tailored safety measures as they have a deeper understanding of their apps than the people who use them. Whether at the App Store or app level, we caution this body to refrain from imposing explicit age verification mandates, as they have consistently proven to attract costly legal battles. I heard it mentioned just a few moments ago from this panel, the number of states that are passing or trying to passing similar laws. They are all wounding up in court. Finally, to that point, I'd like to underscore concerns raised by U.S. District Judge Beth Freeman in California when she evaluated a similar piece of legislation. She remarked, "It is always interesting when I read the legislative history and I see legislators saying, quote, we took this from the United Kingdom. Well, here's a key difference. The United Kingdom does not have the First Amendment, and in the United States of America, we do. And that's not just a detail, it's a cornerstone of our democracy. And it's a right that we must protect." So going back to how I opened up this testimony is how the hearing on AB 962 first started, with the mom talking about the loss of her child. She mentioned some companies by name. You might want to check the record on that. And she exclaimed that she believes that app developers must have a shared responsibility. This piece of legislation doesn't march us to that end. This would shift the responsibility on to principal companies. Finally, the chairman, he stepped out, was asking about what other states are doing. And I know there's been some talk on parenting, but I think that one of the things that people who are interested in protecting children online can do in the state of Wisconsin is promote digital literacy so kids know how to be safe online and offline. And there are a number of states who are moving in that direction. For these reasons, we urge you respectfully to oppose AB 962 to protect the privacy of Wisconsin residents. Thank you.
Thank you. Any questions?